uh, just hit the record button and I was reading, make sure we're all mad here. Welcome to the madhouse, you know? Welcome to the crazy crew. That's what I used to call my kids and I. So, I'm coming on here on this video to talk about spirituality, okay? Spirituality is, I'm just kidding, like, we all kind of have a basic idea of what spirituality, we all kind of have an idea of what spirits are, in a way. So, example of what we're talking about is like the hidden layer of what we can't see. Okay, so when we are working through a lot of our stuff that we are going through, we ask for signs, we ask for synchronicities. I love number synchronicities. Personally, I get a lot of those. Angel numbers and spiritual meanings and songs, especially songs. I just get a lot of those. I love to put my music on random, and whatever comes up I need to hear, which is really funny because I know I've told a few people that, and for all the people that are sending me messages through songs, trying to like play with, I've got people out there, yes, I know who you are, I can feel your energy, trying to play through that music. I feel it, okay? But most of my music, I will put it that way, is, you know, some kind of message from my guides, okay? But, because I know you warlocks out there playing stupid shenanigans, okay? Seriously. And yes, I'm not afraid to say the warlocks part because of the fact that, like, that's what it is. We've got witches, we've got warlocks, we've got people out there playing with magic, and they're doing it in a dark and controlling, insidious way, okay? But we're not going to go on that tangent just yet. I could tangent a lot of things, but we're gonna not go tangent. We're gonna right angle it. Sorry, my humor is weird. Don't mind me. Okay, so spirituality. Our spirituality. When you are getting these messages, you're gonna see. You're gonna get signs, synchronicities. For me, there are some songs that are specific to certain people that I had in my life that are passed away that will play whenever they are trying to reach me about something. There are different things that I have gotten. Do I have anything in here? I don't think I have anything in here with me right now. I'm trying to think. They're all on my altar. Different things that, okay, hold on, let me go grab something. Okay, I'm back. I had to also go change out the laundry too. I'm glad I remembered because those are some of my work clothes. Okay, so here's an example. I know this seems weird and creepy and everything like that, but one of the items that I found along my path years ago, I have a very deep connection to Alice in Wonderland and different levels of all of that. I love Alice in Wonderland, but that to me was a very symbolic message that my guides were telling me. I found it along the road, and do I pick up every piece of trash that I see? No. Did I look down at it and I was like, oh, something in me told me that I needed to pick it up. I got a message about it, you know, like the off with her head, the whole Queen of Hearts and everything like that, and what it represented to my whole entire journey that I was going on. And so you will find little things like that that call out to you, that catch your attention, and they just, I like to say resonate with you, but at the same time, I think that word is so overused. It just feels like it's meant for you. It just, somehow, some way, you know that that's a message to you for something. And so for me, that was a spiritual message. That was a meaning. That was some kind of spiritual meaning. And you're going to have this all the time. If you actually pay attention and you really dig deep into it, there's deeper meanings to everything, and I love it. I love it. I am that person that my kids get irritated because I'm like, what's the spiritual meaning of that? Let me look into it. And I'm like searching it up online. Google, what is, and I go off, and my kids are like, okay. At first they were like, weirdo, Cocoa Puffs mom. You're so cuckoo. But now they're starting to see the connection. They're starting to understand it. They're starting to really be like, okay, I get what you're saying. I see what you're putting out there. So why I bring this up is because of the fact that there are I don't want to say just two areas, but there are a lot of areas this covers. So for example, let me go ahead and talk about the one that we saw, the one that I saw today. Okay. Hold on. I gotta go see if I can tell this story first. I gotta go ask permission. And we're back. Okay. So, I had to go ask permission because of the fact that it was my daughter that this happened to, and a while back. But case in point. Now, we were outside playing in the pool years ago when we were living at the other place. And when we were living at the other place and playing in the pool, there was a bird that flew around and pooped right on my middle daughter's head. We didn't see a bird at all, but out of nowhere, there was bird poop right on her head. So, of course, I had to quickly look up. I mean, of course, first we cleaned off the bird poop, in the pool. But, but I had to look it up. And so, the spiritual meaning of bird pooping is good luck, unexpected financial blessings, and impending positive changes. Okay? So, we joke now about it because of the fact that, every time we see birds, we're like, oh, he's looking for you. He's looking for you. He's coming to get you. But now we joke about it because of the fact that, she hated it in the moment. It was not very pretty in the moment. But now, it's one of those things that I saw bird poop on the car today, and I instantly know what it means. That kind of thing. I gotta go get my cord now, I swear. One thing after another. Because my computer's gonna die, and I don't want it to die, so hold on. Okay, and we're back again. Wow. That's been a lot of interruptions. Okay, so the spiritual meaning of things. You will see an animal. I love these ones because I love the connection between spiritual meanings of animals, different birds, especially like owls, and the association with what they represent, but also the deities and connections to those of who they also represent. So certain animals can be connected to certain deities, and so it's really fascinating to see which ones are trying to talk to you and which ones are trying to work with you and get your attention and all of that stuff. So I love that. I love it. But it's also, say, and yes, we've had this happen, like a chicken crosses the road in front of you, what that means. A fox crossing the road. What animals do you see? Do you see a bunny? Do you see a cat? Do you see like different dogs? Each dog breed too has different spiritual meanings. It's so fascinating to actually look into it. But it's not just animals too. You have to realize that everything has a spiritual meaning. Everything has a hidden meaning, like a deeper meaning to things. So it's so fascinating whenever you go on this whole like spiritual awakening and you start to really like pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities that are being shown to you, that you are starting to like become aware of. That, hey, my spirit crew is trying to get my attention by telling me something, I should probably listen. You know, kind of like whenever like parents, if you had parents that were good parents, were like, hey, don't touch that hot stove, that will burn you. And you're like, okay, I'm not going to touch it. Or you don't listen to your spirit crew and you touch the hot stove, and then you realize that now you got to go get the emergency care on your hand because you burned it. That happens because we make those choices. Like whenever we don't pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities of the people that we are supposed to be avoiding, whenever they're practically screaming at you, telling you, hey, don't date this person. Do not be with this person because this person is just trying to use you. This person is trying to latch onto you. This is a warlock. This is a witch. This is a person that is trying to drain you. They are an energy vampire. They're trying to warn you. Pay attention to those warning signs. They are actually helping out. And this goes hand in hand too with our bodies. This is a big one. Huge one. This is where like the stuff that I'm working with, our bodies are always trying to tell us what is wrong, and they're trying to warn us, and like every part of the body has a different spiritual meaning. Like the tattoo on my arm is meant to be on this arm for a reason, because of the spiritual connection with the right forearm. All different kinds of things. Okay, here, for case in point, for an example, when I was working at Cabela's, now realize this was something that I was experiencing. It was an awful workplace in the fact that I had a horrible boss that was having me do all the work. I was constantly being overworked, and I was given the really crappy jobs because they were just trying to have me quit. They were trying to get me to quit by making my job a million times harder, and they were trying to isolate me, and bullying and all this other crap that was going on, which it is whatever. I mean, honestly, it was my health, it was my childhood, because that's what it was. Is if we're gonna get like really technical, it was just my family in a different energetic form. Okay, so now with that in mind, I was working nonstop. I was being overworked. I was being treated like crap, and I was lifting very heavy boxes, and I was doing all of this work to where it created a knot in my like neck, shoulder area by my spine. So I had this giant knot that was created, and it, at one point, it got so bad that it was pushing against my spine, which was then pinching a nerve that was sending shooting pain down my right arm. So I could barely use my right arm. And so I started seeing a chiropractor about it because I had to, get it fixed. But this is where like the signs and synchronicities of everything that you have to pay attention to. So, spiritual meaning of right shoulder pain is a sign of being overwhelmed by responsibilities, taking on too many burdens, or struggling with the doing aspect of life, working yourself to death. That's what I was doing, and I was. It's being in your, it's a masculine energy imbalance where you are sitting too much in your masculine energy, and I was, because I was a machine operator. I was lifting heavy boxes. I really wasn't doing much with my feminine energy. I really wasn't. I was more in my masculine, having to work to be able to get as much money as possible. I was working 6 days a week, and I was overworking myself. Okay. It was also blocked heart or throat chakra to dealing with unexpressed emotions, meaning like I knew what was going on in the workplace, and I knew what was being done, but I wasn't saying anything about it, because why would they care? They don't care, because let's be honest, HR is never there for the people. HR is there to protect the company, not the people. So I had no one that I could go to, and I had no one that I could talk to about the situation, about what was happening to me, because they always hire people that move up the chain are usually people that are crappy people. They're toxic people. So toxic people are going to protect toxic people. That's how it works in a lot of the toxic work environments. So with this one, I couldn't express anything. I couldn't say anything. And so because of all of that blocked energy, it was sitting in my body. Much like how a lot of people that have unexpressed anger or unresolved like trauma and stuff like that, it manifests in your body. It forms sicknesses and stuff like that because of it's not being expressed. It's not being let out. It's not being, brought up. And so that was part of it. And then also another part was the right neck and shoulder pain is carrying excessive emotional burdens, stress, and responsibilities, partially those related to, authority, control, and work. So shouldering too much, putting too much on my shoulders, guilt, regret, anger, those kind of emotions. If you are under a lot of stress and you are bracing, this one was a big one, was like bracing for a blow, meaning that like I was still clenching, waiting for something bad to happen. Like my nervous system was not calmed down enough. It was still, I still had my shoulders up, and it was like a constant battle to force them down, because I was constantly bracing for something bad to happen. I was not in a healthy environment. So what I had to do, I gotta pump my neck, and my body's all like, ugh, talking about it. Whew. Clear out that energy. Okay, so I was not in a safe or healthy work environment, and so even though the money was, I'd say fairly decent, it was something that I could not get my body to regulate, but I also was creating a lot more, my body was trying to tell me that I needed to get out. My body was screaming the spiritual meanings that were being like told to me through my body, was telling me, hey, we can't take this anymore. And so I got a different job. I have a different 9-to-5 job that is a lot better. I'm not going to say it's amazing, because I'm still having to work through some things, but it's a lot better than what it was before. A lot better than what it was before. I get to actually sit more in my feminine energy here, which is so much nicer because of the fact that I feel more relaxed here. But the point that I'm making with this video is the fact that there are so many spiritual meanings to everything that, look it up, Google it. It's amazing the stuff you'll find. And there are some things that you need to do, like you need to look through it and be like, that sounds like what I need to listen to. Because you got to listen to your intuition. You got to, work on building up your intuition and trusting it. And thank you for that confirmation. But yes, this is where you get to this is the fun part. I'm weird. I know. This is the fun part where you get to build a relationship with your spiritual crew and with your body and with yourself and your intuition. Like, you are rebuilding that trust that you let go of, that you lost, that you threw away, that you avoided, all of that stuff. It's rebuilding that trust within yourself and having faith in the universe and the ones that are guiding you, whether it be angels, whether it be fae, whether it be passed over loved ones, whether it be ascended masters, whether it be different gods and goddesses, they're all going to send you these clues. It's a giant game of figure out the clue. It's like a giant escape room. It's a giant escape room that you've got to figure out all the clues to be able to get to the next level, to get to the next room. I love escape rooms. They're so fun. The kids and I love doing them. We're not going to side topic that. Okay. But it's a giant, life is a giant escape room that you are trying to work through to get to the next room, to get to the next level. So, have fun with it. Enjoy it, see what they're trying to tell you, it's so cool, but yeah, have fun with it. Tell me some of the other, if you want to add in the comments, tell me some of the really crazy spiritual meanings of stuff that you figured out and you were like, oh, okay, I told you the bird poop one and then my shoulder one, but there's so many other ones. But what's the craziest one that you've experienced? I would like to know that one, because that would be really interesting to hear. I want to know other people's experiences, because I'm a nut in the fact that I love to look these things up. It's fun for me. So, tell me some of yours. Yeah, share, subscribe, reach out, don't. It's all on you. I'm not going to worry about it. I love you. Have fun, enjoy. You got this. Have a good day.